There's a way you walk into a room. There's a different flair, and people assume they see a gate with an open hand. A quiet traveler in a distant land.
Confident, don't need an introduction to feel the fire of reconstruction.
How do they know? What can they see? Extraordinary people with a rare pedigree. It's not the logos, not the shoes they wear. It's the weight of the silence, a radiant air. It's something rare.
Yeah. The character of the soul is a distinguishable one. Character traits ain't the same for everyone. The quiet traveler in a distant land, instantly identified, people understand. Something rare, reliable, adaptable, resourceful, entrepreneurial, mean, never standing idle, living the dream. They call it
something rare.
the textbooks are dust, the old maps are torn. A new generation rising in a world being born. They don't ask for a path, they create a flow. High yield, low maintenance, always on the go. Curators of connections, a bridge for the gap. Navigating the future, self-directed, don't need a map.
I'm a next-gen persona in the land of the free. A tapestry of agency and productivity. A dot connector, the score on the board. I'm a master of resources, don't need a chord. If they clock who I am before I speak, I know it's the rare the world does seek. How do they know? They know when they see it.
Something
rare. Character matters, that's what they're going to see. Something rare in me.
Been thinking about the richest men I know. Got the biggest houses but the emptiest of souls. Stack it to the ceiling, call it wealth, I call it bold. But tell me what you own on your forever coat. See, I asked an old Greek philosopher what he thought one day. He said, boy, let me tell you, there's a better kind of pay. Will you answer me a question with a question? Is what you're chasing worth another tragic lesson? More ain't always more, sometimes less is the blessing. So what would they say? What would they say? Cruising through your mind, driven thinkers. If they could only rewind, would they say you're rich or just running behind? Or what would they say? What would they say? And Carl came through with a different kind of view. Say wealth is just a labor that the many give to few. Works the land, who holds the hand, who writes the rules today. Ask the right question and the wrong answers fade away. Yeah. Then Adam tipped his hat and said, I hear what Carl said, but prosperity's a table where we all can be fed. Will you answer me a question with a question? Is what ain't always more, sometimes less is the blessing. So what would they say? What would they say? What would they say? Cruising through your mind, driven thinkers. If they could only rewind, would they say you're rich or blessed, running behind? What would they say? What would they say? Yeah, virtue is the currency that never devalues. Truth is the real estate that no one can remove. You can't stop taxing if you can't stop spending yourself. Baby, all that glitters is, isn't the good life or hell. Socrates walked the streets, and it's the hardest days. Not for power, not for gold, for what real living brings. He paid it twice in hemlock, gave his life to the question. Some truths cost everything, and still they're worth possessing. Ooh, what would you say? What would you say?
Κάποια ασιατική χώρα λόγω των ματιών σας που είναι λίγο πιο σκιστά έχετε πολύ καλή αρνητική προφορά, οπότε θα μπορεί να είστε και από την Αμερική μήπως.
Okay, if you can, say that in English.
Okay. I think that maybe from like some countries from Asia because of your like style of eyes, but you have a very good English accent, so maybe you are like you were born in America or something like that.
They told me limits were real, but every wall I saw was built by someone just like me. So, some say the dream's too far. Some say the gate's too high. Some say the world ain't built for people born to try. But every line they draw is written in the sand. History only moves when someone takes a step. Every road we take, every chance we miss, every dream we chase starts with this. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Everything has a price. Everything has a price. Everything has a price. Oh, every dream you're chasing, every dream you're chasing comes with sacrifice. Everything is possible. Everything has a price. Some say they can't afford the path they wish to take, but time is the currency every heart must make. You say the cost too high, you say the risk too steep, but every crown was bought with promises to keep. Every yes is a no to another direction. Every move got a hidden collection. Time on the clock is a silent election. Pay now or later, that's basic reflection. Dreams on the shelf never pay dividends. Comforting greatness don't stay as friends. Every empire that history sent started with someone who chose not to bend. Opportunity knocking, but few understand. You can't hold the future with both empty hands. Every decision a silent demand. The price of the dream is becoming a man. Destiny whispers soft at night. Freedom lives inside the fight. Every star that lights the skies burns because it paid the price. Anything is possible. Everything is possible. Everything has a price. Every soul that changed the world chose to sacrifice. Everything is possible. Let the truth be known. The future belongs to the brave alone. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Choose your dream.